Hello, I invite you to listen to this audio video while sitting or lying very comfortably in a quiet place, to let yourself go for a few minutes, listening to the author's note, appreciations, gratitude, which Chantal has narrated for you. Don't try to understand, just let yourself go. It will help you to transcend in your own way. There is nothing to learn, just feel the transcendental words based on universal knowledge, common sense. Reading or listening to the AtelTrainer author's notes, written from the silence of the Hortunas Valley, Spain, is part of the Beingist ancestral healing pre-treatment for your liberation and peace. Transcendental Love hug for you.
Appreciation, gratitude. It is polite to say thank you when we are satisfied by an action of a third party which pleases us, or which is good for us. In compensation for an action of another that satisfies us, we give thanks in words or with a handshake. If we have to pay an economic price for what we have received, and we are satisfied, we pay and also verbally thank them. If what is received is free, and we are satisfied with what has been delivered, we say thank you or thank you very much as compensation. These are nothing more than rational and mental thanks, which have no other purpose than to maintain a climate of learned cordiality, to relieve consciences and make us feel better. True gratitude, as it is lived and felt by a beingist person, is to thank existence for living, regardless of unexpected circumstances. It is not the existence's fault if we have to walk, or are forced to walk, upon a wrong, unjust, and violent path, created by the rational mankind for hundreds of centuries. Existence has given us life through our essences, and we have to live taking care of our body-mind, our vehicle in this dimension, protecting the planet, the home and paradise of all beings, sowing and sharing peace, happiness, and harmony in our walk, life's purpose, guided by the essences of each person, source of all superior intelligence that gives us life and the opportunity to discover ourselves throughout the years, while feeling the meaning of life in total freedom and without fear of anything, not even death, which is here to motivate us to live fully and for the many years of our long life expectancy. A beingist values and appreciates much more the good intentions of others without expecting them to be reciprocated. He values them much more than the acquired results. Therefore, he gives thanks for the intention, no matter the outcome. A bricklayer can try to build a beautiful and resistant wall for the satisfaction of the client, to be able to receive his wages and continue having clients. But the final result of the wall will depend on the quality of the materials that others manufactured and the bricklayer honestly bought. Also, the quality of the wall will depend on the inner peace of the bricklayer at the time of construction, peace that may have been unbalanced by external factors. A beingist gives thanks before the wall is finished, valuing and appreciating the good intentions of the Mason. The way things are done is much more important than the things themselves. Well-done things build the interior of people, generating perennial and collective satisfaction. The things themselves are just things, and if they are done with bad intentions, they will transmit bad vibrations. The mind gives thanks by way of compensation if it has obtained what is desired according to its expectations. Natural selfishness. A beingist, a prepared, highly empathetic person, can connect with the essences of others and therefore feel the intentions of other people. This invites them to offer their thanks in advance. We come to this life in a society and social environment that only knows and accepts the mental and rational interactions which follow the establishment. The mind, hand in hand with its ego, no matter what it may say to disguise it, consciously and unconsciously seeks only its own well-being above that of others. And the result of those collective actions can now be seen on a planetary level. Injustices, poverty, violence, wars, massive migrations, ecological disasters, climate change, etc. Even parents who adore their children are unaware that the beliefs, values, and lifestyles they pass on to them are destructive on a planetary level. For example, impulsive consumerism, generating huge waste that the earth can no longer recycle, is polluting the environment and killing the future of the new generations and the entire planet with all its beings. Another devastating effect for the planet and the health of people is the food that is not produced or cultivated, but manufactured in macro farms, huge fish farms, and industrialized greenhouses, where the animals suffer and the plants have lost their natural nutrients, pouring huge amounts of toxic products in nature, killing it. Showing our appreciation, the way it is taught to the youngest among us, on top of being a show of good manners, is similar to a bargaining chip, used to acquire whatever we expect or desire. Many false and sincere thanks are given to achieve an objective, accepted hypocrisy, to be polite. When people live from their hearts 24 hours a day, as beingists do, they wake up every morning with the unconscious desire to have the opportunity to be able to give 1,000 thanks and hugs without expecting anything in return. Beingist people intuitively feel that nothing is expected. They invite existence to surprise them at every moment, bringing them a smile of gratitude when the sun rises on a cold winter's day, drawing a long sigh of recollection out of them, sometimes accompanied by tears, when leaks appear on their roofs during a day of heavy rain. The contradiction of the leaks vanish with each sigh of transcendental understanding, feeling that the rain was necessary to hydrate the forests, the rivers, the seas, nature itself. nature being more important for the well-being of future generations than the passing roof leaks. The good intentions of a beingist, materialized in 1,000 sincere, heartfelt hugs, unite all beings, creating a sustainable future of perennial peace and harmony for the future generations, blossoming infinite and sincere gratitude for being born directly from the very essence of all beings of consciousness. The thanks given with words are pleasing in the moment, but they are carried away by the wind of tomorrow and fall into oblivion. The thanks of a beingist materialize with an embrace of union that will last in eternal consciousnesses. The results desired and obtained at any cost only make the beneficiary happy for an instant, product of conscious or unconscious selfishness. Known spirituality talks a lot about good intentions and the power of gratitude, but they are more thoughts than good intentions per se. They are gratitude with reservations and superficial intentions based on what is believed to be right. This is because spirituality, as well as religions and beliefs, is born only from rational minds and 1,000 interpretations. Whoever is not afraid to live free, the one who truly is not afraid, the one who is not afraid of their body-mind dying one day, this person is prepared to be surprised by existence and to thank it for its generosity and mysteries. A person of consciousness surrenders in everything they do and say with total and absolute coherence, because they are completely united in mind, body, essence. To be grateful is neither desired nor consciously attempted. It only is when mind, body, and essence are united. Being grateful only happens from the understanding, from the deep feeling that all beings are united for universal transcendental secret that each person will discover in the process of their union, and that I will not reveal in order to not steal the emotion of the future of anyone. For a beingist person, embracing a stranger with no other intention than to thank them for an eternal instant for their presence in this world elevates even more their power of transcendental love, or rather, of transcendental union and harmony. How many children and adults suffer for not being able to express their transcendental union, their universal love, without hidden intentions, because they are surrounded by mental people full of prejudices and fear of the unknown, who believe they cannot control their mental and hormonal mechanisms, since they do not know the meaning of transcendental love. How many children and adults would like to be able to give a hug of union to strangers, but they do not do it in spite of themselves, to avoid being misinterpreted. While living from the learned and conditioned mind, it is easier to hurt, to criticize, to divide, than to truly love. While living from the heart essence, it is impossible not to love, and even more to hurt from the intention. In the Beingist Transcendental Center of Ancestral Healing, far from religions and beliefs, we help prepared people to free themselves from all prejudices and fears, to live free according to their own feelings. Once the mind evaporates its rational limits, the door of the heart essence of its eternal consciousness opens. Consciousness is transformed into the universal intelligence that will support the mind to cross its limits and let itself be surprised by existence. This is living. In this process of mind-body essence union, the natural feeling of infinite gratitude to everything will flourish, no matter what. When we understand from the feeling that who we are, what we can do in this dimension, what makes us different or better than others, we owe it to all those who have interacted in our growth, from the memory of the DNA of our ancestors. We also owe it to our parents, with their mistakes and successes, to teachers, professors, masters, friends, etc. When it is understood, from the feeling, that our body lives thanks to the union and perfect coordination of organs, mind, muscles, and bones, living thanks to the vital energy of our essence, this knowledge unites us with ourselves in gratitude and invites us to take care of every part of our body and free the lost mind that is victim of inherited and imposed conditioning. Then, the vibration of infinite gratitude envelops the life of a beingist. The appreciation of a beingist is pure transcendental union. Soon, all of humanity will understand that all beings of this wonderful planet share the same universal destiny of the Earth, which is sailing at full speed through the known and unknown universes. Then, all differences will be united into one, attracted by the magnet of universal transcendental knowledge and infinite gratitude. A hug of transcendental union for you. We are Alain Tello Robledo, Beingist, and the AtelTrainer family.